Alright, everybody. We are back with more EarthBound. It's been a couple of weeks. Last we left off, I remember this one. Last we left off, we beat Master Belch. And that allows us to go to the third sanctuary, but I am going to leave that for a moment. And I shall tell you for why. Because the third sanctuary is really tough. It is quite a step up from what we've been facing. And we'll get a teleportation spell sooner or later that will allow us to come back to Saturn Valley pretty easily. And see, we dodged that cockroach, but why would we want to do that? Let's go fight the cockroach. Let's get some EXP going. We could probably just auto-battle it, but I'm going to actually mash out the button here. See, and Paula is doing actual reasonable physical damage, so that's good. I thought it took her a while before that ever happened, so that's a nice improvement. Needless to say. Oh no, Ness has been paralyzed with fear from the cockroach leaping at us. I mean, admittedly, when you take a moment to remember that roaches have wings, that is kind of a scary proposition, not gonna lie. Did we get the item that was in here? Is there an item in here? Yes, there is. Okay, we did get that. Cool. Oh, heck. Well, thankfully, Jeff didn't miss. Jeff over here with good accuracy with his gun. I don't think he's on the laser weapons yet, but he's got something that actually hits, I know that. Ooh, we got a couple of gators. I'm going back in. I don't want to get mauled by the alligators. If Lears was here, he could share my sympathies about getting attacked by gators. That man knows a lot about getting attacked by alligators. Not because it happened in real life, but for other reasons. Is that a little too much? You know what? 14 compared to 10, that's actually okay. So we're gonna just do that. That's not that big of an increase in cost, and the damage is much better. Because I don't know if you have seen, but we've had really terrible damage output with that Rockin' Alpha. We gain Hypnosis Omega, so we can hypnotize all of the enemies if we want to at once. I may try that out. I mean, it tends to not be very useful in fights, so I don't think I will. Also, we got a Black Antoid. That's quite unusual, actually, of a thing to pop up. So let's spread out our physical attacks here. I think the Armored Frog is going to be best suited taking technique damage here, so. Oh, jeez, look at that variance. That is kind of weird. Also, yeah, we should definitely be using our Psi on the Armored Frogs, but wasting mana. I played Black Mage in 14, so I'm still, you know, having flashbacks. Right, well, this should clear out the entire fight here, right? Yeah, see, there we go. Nice. Real nice. That's what they like to call a good shit. If we could have fewer fights as we go down here, that would be great. Is there anything over here? No. No, there isn't. I'd forgotten that. Hey, magic butterfly. Nice. That's pretty good. Doesn't quite make up for all of the nuking we just did there, because that we would need more than 40 recovery I think we would need 42 in order to get all of Nest's PP back because we used 3 Rockin' Betas. But 20 is still, you know, I'll take anything I can get, really. Nothing going on in this tunnel. That's actually okay. Master Belch apparently was the boss of the zombies. Which is a very strange way for it to go, but okay. I mean, I guess some sewer sludge producing zombies works. And Threed has some nice music going on now. Thank you for bringing peace and happiness back to Threed. Thanks. Yes, indeed. We'll probably be back here eventually. We're not too bad, huh? Yep, the buses can get through the tunnel, so we can finally go between Threed and Tucson, and we can finally go forward to our next destination, which is very likely to be Fourside. But first, let's stop off at the hotel. Let's make a quick save. I know it's only been like 2 seconds, but honestly, why not? Tell me how much money I have, Dad. More in the game than I do in real life, that's for sure. And continue. Click beep, 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 indeed. Actually, how much money do we have on hand? I don't really think we need to purchase anything at the moment. But let's take a quick stop at the drugstore before we move on. In fact, I think we have to get on. No, I just saw the bus thing, so I'm being silly. Alright, drugstore. Are we missing anything from our retinue of equipment here? Ooh, Jeff needs a hard hat. Yeah, Jeff is just using the Holmes hat. Let's equip that. Yeah, give me a little bit of cash back. And we are caught up on gear. What are we... is any of this useful? I'm gonna go with no. I think we're okay in terms of items. So, let us move on to the next place we need to go. So we just head east from this bus stop. We're gonna leg it because honestly, we're not speedrunning, and why not save a little bit of cash? We might need that like $5 that it costs. Speaking of, what's in this trash can? Skip sandwich. Ooh. Well, that's one way to boost things up a little bit here. Give that to Ness. Ness doesn't need the healing, but you know, a little bit of faster movement speed. Good music. Ooh, a little bit of a divider here. No enemies spawning in here. I think some stuff can actually show up here. And it's pretty generic enemies, though, if anything. Ooh, that music changed. Where are we? We're in the desert, huh? Sign, you got anything to say? No. It says keep right. Drugs? Yeah, let me just crack open one of these cactuses. Oh, right. Hey, you mean drugstore. Here's the bus stop. What do you got, buddy? Traffic jam. Oh, you gotta use the can? I understand that. Welcome to the very end of the world's longest traffic jam. So, in the original Japanese script, there's actually a lot of changes to it, but I think that overall the English script works a little better. And this is one of the big places where it does, is that this dude usually just says, welcome to the ass end of this traffic jam, which fits a little more considering that it looks like he's heading to New York, but because Fourside, of course, is kind of like low-budget New York. But I like the turn of phrase, world's longest traffic jam, It has this sort of thing like it's sort of a tourist trap, and in a literal way, if it is such a thing, it is that in a literal manner, you know? It's like, oh, it's a literal... How many times am I going to repeat the joke? It's a literal tourist trap. Somebody shut me up. What's the salesperson got for sale? Oh, we got a Mr. Baseball bat. That's better than a Mr. Baseball hat. Ness can't carry anything for now, so we're going to have to do things a little differently here, I guess. Silver bracelets are a no-go. I guess we have those already, right? Yeah, so we probably got those from the Mr. Saturn shop. And Coin of Slumber, that is our new headwear, I believe. So, is there anything that I should, like, get rid of off... Well, you know, I can give the exit mouse over to Paula, because anyone can use that. Alright, yeah, take the minor league bat for the 200 bucks. And we need to double check that... Okay, yeah, silver bracelets... Silver bracelets are not important, but coins of slumber are going to be a big deal. Alright, let's go to the automatic teller machine. The ATM, or as a lot of people tend to call it, the ATM machine. I don't know why we started doing that, but I guess if it makes sense, it makes sense. I mean, obviously just calling it the ATM is much quicker. Alright. So, getting Jeff that hard hat was just a complete waste of money. Classic. I don't know why I did that. Oh, right, because I forgot that this dude had Coin of Slumber for sale. Because it has been a bit of a while since I've played this, but I remember the basic structure because, well... It's a really good game. I don't think there's a whole lot of games out there that a lot of people have just memorized unless they speedrun them or something. Yeah. $210 a night if you want to stay here. We're fine. That's probably for the best. Our beds are really old and What beds? What do you have for sale? You have actual items. A wet towel will cure sunstroke, but I'm pretty sure that Healing Alpha does that just as well, and the rest of this we've seen before. It's like all food items, skip sandwich, lucky sandwich, and a refreshing herb, which is the equivalent roughly of Healing Beta. Oh, we got a mole playing rough over there. And the game won't just let us insta-kill it, apparently. That's very strange. Despite the fact that we just slaughter this thing instantly, and I'm sure that even a non-critical hit would have done that. So this is a very odd encounter. I don't know why it acts like that. Okay, we got a weapon salesman who's got a zip gun for Jeff. Bottle rocket, rust promoter, bombs. Who's gonna lug this around, you say? Well... Did we sell the gun to you already? Or... No, you didn't offer to buy it back. Oh. He doesn't want to buy it. That's weird. I think that's just a thing with a lot of the guns that you repair, is that nobody will buy them. Because I guess their former junk status means that they become junk permanently. Okay. Okay. Get out of here. Well, it looks like... Oh, is it just Ness who has a sunstroke? Okay. Yeah, see? It's easily cured with a Healing Alpha. What's your deal, monkey standing around in the middle of the desert? Welcome. Paradise exists beneath that hole. Pala Rama is great and kind, and he knows everything. He made us the underground rooms. Well, let's have a peek. Even though this is not going to be a place we need to actually come to for a good long while. And I guess we'll get rid of Paula's sunstroke. Hey, you. Oh, he's not talking to us. Now, fasting and practicing silent meditation. Did you notice that typo? He is also abstaining from anything that would make him sick or smelly, too. Oh, so I guess a bunch of sweaty kids are not really a great idea to have around, right? Although, why are you practicing this silent meditation, or meditation, rather, as was written there, right in front of the door? And here we've got a Skelpion. Look at this thing, it's just a scorpion with a skull for a face. Ow! What a jerk! Can you believe that? Just immediate crit. What a real... What an internet commentator, frankly, you know? And get a load of this enemy. Hopefully not the other one. Okay, good, it's staying away. It's a crested Buka. It looks really silly. It has gigantic eyes, and because of the warped perspective, it looks like it only has one. How about we give you some freeze alpha there, crested Buka? You look like you're weak to cold. Decent damage. I figure I may as well show a little bit of stuff off while I'm here. Get some experience. Hey, 4 speed, 3 IQ. So we get 12 PP, that's pretty good. And Magnet Alpha is a nice grab. Alright, so here's another enemy that can explode, much like the trees in that one area. Also, this music appearing way earlier than I think most people realize it does. Just want to give you a little bit to listen to this music. Alright, that's enough. That's probably my favorite song in the game, though, or at least darn close. Also, my chat window went under OBS Studio there for a second, so let me fix that. Oh, nice. Yeah, there you go. It explodes, and it hits 2 people instead of 1. That's pretty nasty. So you gotta mash real hard to get through that before the fight ends. Still cool to hear that music, and a pretty interesting enemy, I guess. It does like, fire and a bunch of other stuff like that. I'm just a pile of bleached bones. I can't talk. I wish I was just a pile of bleached bones. Staking for corpses. Corpse doesn't usually wear a bathing suit. I mean, that depends on when you died, and yeah, so there is a bunch of interesting stuff to find out here in the desert, and there's a couple of items, but of course, there's also the strong risk of sunstroke and all of that to deal with. Oh, here's a UFO showing up during the screen flash. Alright, so we saw that the Skelpion can do crits. We may as well try to... Oh, nice. I was gonna say, we may as well try to kill it first, but it definitely made that a little bit of a non-worry there. Wow, we got a whole pizza out of something out here. Wonder if that came out of the UFO. Kind of looks like the right shape, right? Alright, so we got a Buka. So we can take the Buka on alone. Has a big grin on its face. Yep. I mean, I can definitely see that from the graphics. And flop. I assume that the crested Buka attacking just involves it slapping somebody with its long, floppy neck. Alright, Skelpion, give me your treasure. Hell yeah! Nice! The reflex! This Skelpion has crap for aim. A couple life noodles, that is a great thing to have. Oh, look at that. Let me pick that up. Bought something shiny. It was a set of contact lenses. Oh boy, this is like that Bill Hicks routine, right? He pretends to drop his contact and everybody just freaks out. Like, oh no, he dropped his contact. It's Bill Hicks. He can live without a contact lens. That sounds really mean, but like every once in a while, I just think of what an asshole Bill Hicks could be, even when he was funny. Like, it just amazes me how many people are willing to kind of gloss over the thing. So this ended up being an inspiration for one of the concert releases of, yeah, concert. I'm sure that that's the right word for a stand-up comedian special of Bill Hicks from the late 80s. Is that he ended up saying something during a set, like he said that Hitler, quote, had the right idea but was an underachiever, and like, holy fucking yikes, what kind of person actually says something like that? And never mind that, the fact that people are like, oh, well, it was bad, but you don't get to, you know, I don't think you get to have a career after that anymore. Also, this enemy is called a bad buffalo. Insane, if it dies to a single freeze beta, then it is definitely not a very good buffalo, that's for sure. Wow, that fight is actually more than one turn? Alright. Okay, game. I don't make the rules, but okay. Yay! That's a nice chunk of health. Alright, so here's the place where we actually want to go. The Dusty Dunes headquarters for finding buried gold. Let's talk to this guy. This hole's great! Good hole, good hole, good hole. That's something great to take out of context. First, someone asked me to dig for buried gold. I began to feel like I was obligated to find it. Starving. Do I have any food I can spare? Yeah, I got a lot of stuff I can give you, buddy, but I don't 100% know what specifically is going to be great. Have some croissant. If you find gold, you'll give me the gold. Okay. Alright, so we got a phone here so we can save, and more importantly, we can talk to the dude in the construction hat. And we get to stay for free! That's why I was not so concerned about spending money in the drugstore to lie on the floor. The sand-covered floor. Oh, somebody got sunstroke already. What's in the hole? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. I'm hilarious. Well, not then. That was a very, very basic joke, but a lot of the rest of the time, I at least do try to be funny, I swear. It's just not always easy. I used to be a lot funnier when I didn't care about things. Which isn't necessarily to say that it lines up with my sense of humor nowadays, but I told more jokes. Oh, hey you. Stay away, Buffalo. Yeah, that's right. Go to hell. Look at this desert wolf. Tongue absolutely covered in drool. Guess you can say it's hungry like the wolf. Da-da-da-da-da. Shh. That's right, just go back to ignoring me, bad buffalo. I don't want any. Alright, so let's keep going over here. Oh, well, this is unusual. Big Brother Pancho, Kid Brother Pincho, and Tomas Jefferson. Yeah, these look like things that would get excised out of Speedy Gonzales cartoons nowadays. Broken Slot Machine, the Sanchez brothers and their friend are a very cheerful trio. They'll make me happy. Would you like to insert a buck? I can't fit a whole deer in there, but you can have $1, sure. And so, yes, this thing is very not likely to give you anything. And having said that, I want a can of fruit juice. Well, compared to what that costs in-game, that is a bit of a bargain. But on the other hand, it's a bargain for a useless item. Thanks. Jeff, get your 6 health back. And let's keep going back down the road. It looks like the traffic jam may have cleared out already. Or maybe that one dude was lying and it's just a really tiny traffic jam. I feel like one of the only people, by the way, yeah, it's gone. I feel like one of the only people who actually enjoys this particular piece of music. Like, a lot of people are just like, it's annoying, or I just don't like it, or, you know, anything of that nature, but I don't know, I think it really fits with the zone. It kind of makes me think, like, you know, the radio interference and everything, and the low signal. It makes me think of the concept of, like, border blaster stations, which are out near the Mexican border. This may not be a thing that even really exists, but they're transmitting a signal over a very wide area that crosses the Mexican border up into Texas and places like that that are near the Mexican border. And they come in a little bit jank. You may actually have heard a song about them called Mexican Radio by the band Wall of Voodoo. That was a modest hit back in the 80s that may or may not still be an enduring thing. I don't actually know if that is, like, on the radio anymore, but that band is pretty cool. I think they're pretty good. Somewhere between Oingo Boingo with a little bit of that Ennio Morricone type of sound added to it. So, yeah, I like that stuff. City of Forsyth developed quite a bit since Geldegard Monotoli hit the big time. Been good for the city, and has it been good for this extreme angle that the city is at? I know about this blue guy. Or this other blue guy. Ugh. They look like they have blue skin? I don't know what else to say, other than it's strange. And like a couple of enemies we encountered back in Tucson. I somehow forgot what Tucson was called. Let's take a look at this cafe. This cafe, which is a bar originally. Oh, we can't do anything with the jukebox. That explains why the music is so crummy in here. You enjoy the atmosphere here? I mean, this place is not great. 4 is left. Not funny? I think this is a joke that is, like, intentionally lost in translation a bit. That was, like, not funny to begin with and got less funny in English. And there's a... Well, come on. Puns are great. Shut up, dude. Who's this drunkard? Oh, caffeine buzz. Yeah, sure. Accidentally knocked on the wall instead of the restroom door. Next thing you knew, someone asked, who is it? Did you let go on them? Or on the door wall, anything? Realized his schemes made my company go bankrupt. House and land were taken away. Jeez, man. Ouch. To find out his secrets, you're spending your time here watching to see if he ever drops in. Do you have a reason to suspect he would be in a place like this? This place seems a little bit sleazy, so unless Mr. Monotoli is, you know, the guy from the Bonitis guy, kids shouldn't be drinking espresso. That is still true, despite the fact that it's clearly meant to hide the fact that this was a bar. What do you got, Eye Patch Man? Oh, that was real helpful. So it sounds like maybe Mr. Monotoli does come here, and that's a thing we should look out for. What's this place? A building we can't enter. Cool. Alright, here's another person. Toadies, yeah. Crying to your cappuccino. Yeah, sure, buddy. I think there's a reasonable way to fight them. Unless they're, like, immune to bullets or something. Just saying. You know. I don't know what I'm saying. Actually, what I'm saying is give me just a second here to adjust my headband on my headset here. That is a very oddly placed road sign. I bet if we try to approach that thing, it'll try to kill us. Yep. Oh, there we go. I was thrown off by it, like, vibrating, and yeah. Taking that long to actually attack me. Paralysis A. Did not work on Jeff. Yeah, you're not gonna have a great time with that, because the charms that everybody is still equipped with, I think, still prevent paralysis. So, yeah. We got a big bottle rocket out of the deal, though. That's pretty nice. Let's give that to Jeff. And keep exploring the city a little bit, mostly because I don't actually remember where the specific place we gotta go to is. Alright, so this dude has a couple of broken things for us. I don't remember if we have those or not. Mod boy jerk. Yeah, that's a phrase you said. Boy, stuck to the wall? Did you get covered in tape? Behind this wall, things seem very strange. You feel like this isn't my place. Maybe it's your place. So I guess we've got another sanctuary to grab in Fourside. That might be number 4. Well, there's the Monotoli building. Here's the department store. We'll have to go there later, but I think that can wait for the moment. Yeah, you're just like the typical police officer. Itoi knew a little bit of what was up, at least. Let's head into the bakery, because there's the, I think there's a tightwad born every minute. Are you not the contact lens guy? Plain nondescript feel, and you're saying that as the owner of the bakery? That's a strange thing to say, but okay. Ooh, dinosaur museum. Speaking of the Tapala Theater, there's a new singer called Venus. She's better than the Runaway Five. Yeah, it sounds like quality of singing is really what you're concerned about, my friend. Anyway, let's check out the Tapala here. Originally called the Tapalo in Japan, but of course they try to change that to make it not sound like the Apollo so much. Do I want to buy a ticket? Yep, 30 bucks. Alright. Let me through, Chief. Oh, do I have to actually show you the ticket? You can't just confirm that it's in my inventory? Or take it or whatever? There we go. Hurry up, the show will be starting any minute. Well, the show is gonna be nice and all, but let's talk to this nerd first. Excuse me. Oh no, this band owes me $1 million. If they break their contract, they'll be in deep doo-doo with the police. The police would probably say, "Hey, you guys!" or something like that. Unless you're able to pay $1 million on their behalf. I mean, I could go beat up things in the desert until then, sure. Have to find buried gold, or you would never be able to pay such a huge sum of money. Buried gold, eh? Well, that tells us where we gotta go after this, but, you know, we paid money for the show. Let's go see the dang old show. Hey, you. Well, at least you know who we are, so that's cool. Wow, look at you. You've got a room with actual lights this time. Meet Geldegard Monotoli will need your help? Okay. We know how to sing, but we don't know how to handle money or women. That's okay. I think a lot of people don't. Cheated by the theater owner. Yeah, sounds about right. Any of that with, oh yeah, that doesn't sound like the right tone. Really helpless and hopeless. Well, let's take in the show. Ah, kaboom! Yep. You go ahead and say funny things, buddy. Not bad. Not as good as the other one, but not bad. We'll take it. But now, let's head back out. Oh, hi. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Get out of my way. Alright, well, buried gold, they said. So, let's go and find some buried gold. And by that, I mean go back to the good hole, good hole, good hole. Oh. There's an extra cranky lady. I think we managed to avoid the eyesight of the extra Karen. Seems good. Good old magic butterflies. 2 in a row, that's nice. That should definitely top us off. Such a good song. Such a good track. Let's make our way through this slightly scarier tunnel. Out to the desert. And now we get to go into a big hole in the ground. And I get to take a funky path to get there because I forgot that we just gotta go up the right side. Oh. Don't enter the fight, Bad Buffalo. Yeah. Because this is gonna be enough of a thing anyway, so. Ouch, 51. Thanks, buddy. Well, I guess at least you didn't bite the person who was, sunstruck. I guess that might be the term. Alright, so let's drop a quick Psy healing here. Get back attacked by the buffalo, because I couldn't get out of the hitbox in time, I guess. It becomes a lot easier. It becomes a lot harder, as I'm sure you've noticed, to avoid enemies as the size of your party increases. So at times, for example, it's very disadvantageous, actually, to have a teddy bear in your party. Hey! We managed to just smack the buffalo in the face until we got out of there. Who's this person with the constantly rolling eyes? So curious about the dig. Who's a healer? I'm good. Who are you? You've got like an ice cream stand. Yeah, it's close enough. You got drinks and all that stuff. I think we're good here. I think you should dig somewhere else. Live broadcast from the dig? That's a strange thing to request, but okay. Dig for a while, you wonder what they'll find. Well, we'll find out in a moment, because first I'm going to go in here and I'm going to heal. Yay! Jeff fixed a broken laser beam, the laser gun. So that should be an attack boost here, right? Jeff, you want to show me if that laser gun is good stuff? Yes, it is. Excellent. Alright, so we're going to call Escargot Express real quick. And get out here and pick up my fly honey and the other thing. Imagine keeping your fly honey in a jar. What a strange set of words. No matter what meaning you want to assign to it. Yeah, I can cover 18 bucks. Alright, so jar of fly honey. You also need to get rid of the Magnum air gun. I'll send the contact lens back in case I find the guy. Because otherwise it's just going to be clogging our inventory for a bit. And let's go into the hole, which you can see is now much bigger. What do you got, fella? Didn't have a problem digging until this. You found a maze. Lots of monsters appeared. 5 big moles, huh? Beat the monsters, you can continue on. Well, I guess we can probably cover that for you. Got some digging tools. Oh, is this just a coil snake? Come on. That's easy. Oh. It's a thirsty coil snake. An enhanced coil snake that didn't get a different overworld palette. Oh, good. Good thing we dodged the poison effect there. That would not be great. So, yeah. We're gonna be fighting some decently buff monsters in here. We're gonna find a couple of reused sprites. But most importantly, we've got 5 mole mini-bosses to take down. Oh, hi, Mad Duck. That's actually a Mad Duck. That's... Are you kidding me? That counts as a back attack? Seriously? Ew. Alright, well, we'll do Healing Beta to remove Jeff's poison. We will throw a Freeze Beta to try and take down the Thirsty Coil Snake. And just keep doing our thing here. Yeah, good damage there. And the Mad Duck is easy to take down. It's still just the same enemy that Jeff ran into one of as a bit of a goof. And they look pretty hilarious. So they got that going for him at least. Excuse me. And Jeff got poisoned. Great. I am glad at the very least that your main character is the healer, because otherwise this could be kind of a pain in the butt. Like, imagine if for some reason you lost track of someone in your party. Like, they were hauled away, perhaps. I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but just imagine if it did. And then you were left without a healer. That would be a little bit garbage, wouldn't it? And incidentally, this is the type of situation why we carry around anywhere near as many healing items as we do. Did somebody have a... you've got a boiled egg. That'll do. Hey, what's... I was gonna say, is that just a break the target's target? Yeah, target test. I remember back when that was called Break the Targets. Shakes cane. You damn kids. Hi, Mark. Here we go. Let's fight them all. One of the masters of this hole. There are 5 masters in all. In all, we've heard already. You believe you're the 3rd strongest amongst them. Gotcha. 3rd strongest? Well, that's a decent place to start. I like how they've got their ranks in the background. That's pretty classic. So, these chuckleheads, they all start with a reflective physical shield. It will send half of the physical damage they take back at whoever hits them. So we're going to try and one and done these with a big bottle rocket. Although a little bit of Freeze Alpha will chip them down nicely. Yeah, see, look at that damage. That's what we like to see. Although physical shields will reflect back damage from attacks. So, or attack items rather. So, yes, a lot of EarthBound music is used for stuff like that. So, yeah. Yeah, we got an IQ capsule. Hey, Jeff, take some pills. Oh, pardon me, he's going to drink the pill. Okay. Sure. Clearly calling it a capsule may not have been ideal if they left the term drank as the verb there, but it is what it is. We got us another snake. We can just keep bonking this thing with our physical attacks as usual. And I guess we can miss one, because why not? Yeah, that poison is absolutely brutal at this point, I gotta say. It is indeed going to stay through the game at like 20 to 22 damage per tick, which is fine later, but now is a little bit like sawing off a limb. I'm not 100% sure why it acts the way it does in this game, but you know what? Okay. Okay, so this will be back to the entrance, I think. This area is indeed a little bit confusing. Stop that! I clearly just need to open those fights with, like, freeze. Or something. Oh, we got a chick. We've seen that before. That's the result of a fresh egg hatching from its first stage. You can hear it making some silly noises in the background. You know what? Yeah, Paula, take the croissant. And that should be enough health for you for now. In theory. Oh, we've got a duck and we've got the Noose Man. Today in things that I can't believe actually made it into the English version of this game. Noose Man, the worst superhero ever. Noose Man, Jesus. This game has gotten very weird all of a sudden. As if it wasn't already. It's gotten even weirder. We'll feed Paula a carton of cream, get the 6 HP back. Hey, free duck. Big bottle rocket, nice. That's going to help us deal with one more of those big moles. Did I see anything on the list you gave me that I have yet to play of interest? Yes, I did see some things on there that are, well, they have potential. I did install a couple of them too. I'll say that right now. I installed Half-Life 2, which that is one thing. I think I'm about to have a really bad time and have to walk from this fight. Damn it. And yeah, see, is that even necessary? Fuck this snake. These snakes really suck. I just need to remember, hey, use ice and just end them as fast as possible. So, fun fact that I've had Half-Life 2 for probably, very likely, even longer than I've properly had a Steam account. Because I have that as a result of having purchased the orange box back in the day. Because I bought that specifically for Portal because everybody was going nuts over it, and I was like, okay, this actually sounds pretty rad. So I picked that up, and at the time, I was confined to a laptop, and the laptop did not run Portal. It took me a bit to ever actually getting around to getting a new machine for that. And I ended up mostly playing Team Fortress 2 with it, but I did play Portal, because Portal is a good game, and I've played it several times. It's fun. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's confusing, but, you know, that is how it is. Also, that's just a Titanic ant, but colored like a bee. It's a bee ant. I believe ants and bees are very closely related. They're both insects. Yeah, but I mean beyond that. Like, yes, they are both insects, but they're fairly closely related to... Did that thing dodge while it was solidified? Sorry, I'm taking a moment to finish thinking things like this. Jazz? Jazz can be pretty alright. I don't listen to near enough jazz, but I've liked what I did listen to, so... Yeah, I've got a couple of Charles Mingus albums still sitting on my PC, I think. Oh, is this a B-movie joke? Or is it just a joke about bees in general? Because I was going to say, if it's a bee movie reference, I'm about to say something really quite shocking, perhaps, but I've never actually seen Bee Movie. So, yeah. Oh, you're really the third strongest master. You just absorb it. You know what? Fair enough. I am now curious if anybody has actually seen Bee Movie. Maybe it's just a shared hallucination. So let's do this thing, and... Yep. Another freeze. There we go. Yep, nice and easy. The big moles, the Guardian moles, only have not even 400 HP, by the way, so I'm trying to make these fights as expedient as possible. Spyro Reignited. You did get me Spyro Reignited. And I haven't... Did I install that one? I know I haven't played it yet, but I've played the original Spyro games, or a couple of them anyway. I never got around to playing any of Spyro 3. But I did play through all of Spyro 1 at one point many years ago. And I do mean many years ago. And the time after that, the last time I tried to play it, I got to one of the worlds where there's one of the hooded weirdos with a... Boy, that doesn't sound great. One of the dragon egg thieves, I guess. And he's running around this big circular pit of water. Oh wow, look at all these poison effects in this area. That's extremely unfortunate. Yeah, so he's running around this really small circular pit of water, and it's very tight. It was very hard for me to actually catch up to him. So I was like, oh, let me try leaping over it. Maybe that's the trick. And I got so frustrated on this one collectible that I put it down, and then I didn't remember to pick it back up for some reason, because I do that a lot. I was like, I think I need to play something else for a while, and, you know, stop getting angry at this one jackass, and then... Whoops. Whoops. That's all I've got to add there, is just whoops. So, that's definitely something for me to get back around to and, you know, play those through that. I've heard very good things about the Spyro Reignited trilogy, that it... Well, most things in that are very well implemented. I feel like I've heard a couple of people say that the stuff in Spyro 3 is a little bit rougher compared to the ports of the other two, but one, I don't know 100% how accurate that is, and two, that seems like a bit of a running issue with those things, that they do get a little bit rough around the edges in the third game. Comparing that to Insane Trilogy, which I think had a couple of bits of funky physics in Crash Warped as compared to the other two games. Although that said, the Insane Trilogy definitely seemed like it was balanced around making Crash 1 a more fun experience, because wow, that's a lot of Nooseman. I tried playing Crash 1 many years ago on the old PS1 version, and ooh, that game does not fuck around. So they definitely made that a little more inviting. It may have just had, you know, collateral effects. Alright, we got another mole over here. What do you got, buddy? Strength falls between the second and fourth strongest masters. So would you say you're the third strongest? I think we're starting to see a bit of a pattern here. We should be able to one-shot this dude using some freeze beta. Not quite. Oh, crud. So much for the teddy bear. Yeah, see, there we go. We take half of the damage we deal back. Those shields are pretty nasty. What happened? Did I accidentally click on my... Yeah, I accidentally clicked on the pad on my PS4 controller. Whoops. However, there is one upside that you can see to... And by that, I mean not downside, basically. Is that these shields only take 3 hits. And can I get a turn, please? Yes, there we go. Ouch! That was not a great fight, to say the least. Jeff is dead. And we now have just Ness and Paula. We have to get out of here and go find a place to heal. Unfortunately, our only revival point, I think, is going to be all the way back in Forside. Well, thankfully, Paula can use the exit mouse here, and that was a painful fight, needless to say. Oh, we do have a chicken. We can sell the chicken, though. That's something. That chicken noise is kind of hilarious. Maybe because it really doesn't make me think chicken whatsoever. Oh. Photo op. In a rather specific place on the suspension bridge. I mean, hopefully you can at least give me a perspective here, Mr. Photographer, that makes Ness look taller than that suspension post. Otherwise, what's the point? It's just a suspension bridge. We've seen them all in picture books. Or something. Actually, Ness is from a podunk little town, so he's certainly never seen one in real life, that's for sure. Alright, so there's the Paula. Where is the hospital? This is one big thing, is that I don't really know my way around Forside very well because it's a big place. Very easy to get lost in. There's a department store. What's our money situation look like, actually? 207. Is there going to be an ATM at the hospital? Probably not. It's the cafe. I know that I've got to check in that upper corner, but I feel like it's going to be a little lower down, because otherwise it would be kind of silly. Oh, that's a killer car. Actually, I used to live in a big city, so I know how bad some people drive. That actually makes sense as an enemy. Imagine if someone out there just makes a self-driving car that is intentionally... Oh, you don't have a person like that? I'm pressing A too fast. Jeff, still unconscious. 150. That's quite easy to pay for, so yeah. We may as well go sell this chicken. Because the department store is down this way? Yeah. Temporarily closed. Warg. Well, we can't sell our chicken. Crud. Well, I hope you like that chicken noise. Ah! I couldn't escape this balding old man here, the annoying reveler. As we're sitting here with, like, no HP between us. I guess let's open up with that freeze beta and hope it's a quick kill. Not quick enough. However, thankfully he went down in... You know, just 2 hits. Nice and easy. The Annoying Reveler, which is an upgraded version of an enemy that I don't think we saw whatsoever in this game up to this point, called the Annoying Old Party Man, who shows up in Tucson. I like how they managed to make the enemy less descriptive name-wise after a version upgrade. Good shit. Classic. Alright, don't go in the hole just yet. We're gonna go and rest first. Probably get Sunstroke along the way because this game is mean sometimes. Hey, buddy. Yep. I could feed somebody that guts capsule. I might do that in a bit. Yeah, I don't think they're worth a whole lot of money. Let's give it to Ness. He can always use that. Alright, so Freeze Alpha. That should do some good damage here. In fact, hopefully that just clears the enemy out entirely. Oh, it froze. Good enough. Good enough. Back to killing the coil snakes in one turn. Alright, so I think we want to go to the lower left corner of this area once we get back in here. Yes, we'll just go back up. And walk straight into a snake because, honestly, we're not really gonna get away from that very easily, aside from going up and down the rope ladder over and over. And that sounds like a boring old time. Nice. Didn't even get a chance to bite us. I will gladly accept that. And using Freeze Alpha instead of Freeze Beta, again, never gonna complain there. There we go. The area music always sounds like something cool is about to happen, but doesn't. For Inside of the Maze, yeah, it is a little bit of like, oh, it sounds like there's going to be some tension and then just sudden letdown. Also, did we get another chick from that battle? We are going to just go into this big city and give the department store so many chickens. And they're just going to hand us over money for some reason. This sounds like totally normal economics to me. Ow! Well, I guess at least it was Ness who has the most HP, so... Is that on the correct person, please? Really? That counts? It backing into me and not noticing me being there counts as getting back attacked. Well, sure. Frozen, and the rest of this happens. Alright, heal Paula if we manage to get that far into the fight. And we don't, so we'll have to do that after the fight ends. Come on. Go faster. Ish. There we go. Nice, nice. We are back in a position of me not 100% knowing where we're going. And having to go through this snake once again. Okay, at least it didn't use the poison bite, because that would cost us more psychic points, so... Yeah, defense down alpha. Potentially useful, but most of the time we're just going to want to burst bosses as fast as possible. That, once again, failed. But it's not for not trying, I guess. Let's try and plow through this snake as fast as possible. Hey, can we get another freeze? Oh, good, it missed. Thank freaking goodness. Okay, so we should have some space for an exit mouse, yeah. Yep, sure. Yay, we got an exit mouse. Go down this way. There's an item here. There's a bomb. I should probably just be selling my bombs, because I don't think they're that strong anymore. But also, I could try throwing them in these fights and just be like, hey, yeah, let me get a little bit of free damage out here that's better than standard physical attacks. Okay, it does have a little bit of splash. So there's something there. That's good. I actually didn't even remember that regular bombs did splash damage. There's a super bomb we can get later that I know does do splash damage, but the regular kind, I didn't remember that. Oh, if only we could have had those one of those last turn, we could be done slightly faster with this fight, I guess. Wow, look at all these ducks. We're definitely rolling some ridiculously high encounters here, but are we still not done with this tube? It's like one of those things that they fire chickens out of to test windshields. I think that's actually a thing. Is that used for, like, testing the hardness of windshield plates or something? I don't remember. The chicken gun, yeah. As I'm discussing it, I cannot exactly remember the purpose. Maybe because the idea of just being something that fires chickens is, in and of itself, ridiculous. Carton of cream. Well, you know what, Paula? Why don't you get your 6 health back? I'm going to have Ness eat that calorie stick because his health is pretty low. Only 54 back from that? Well, these numbers are probably okay because there is a mole over here to fight. Here we go, number 4. Truly the 3rd strongest master of this hole. You'll demonstrate the power of being 3rd to me. This is getting really funny. I mean, I guess if they're all equal, they are technically all the 3rd strongest, aren't they? Use a counter Psi unit, because that should break the shield immediately. Yeah, because we're not quite going to get that. Oh god, that noise. It didn't work? You rat bastard. I spent No money whatsoever on that thing. Luck capsule, nice. Platinum band. Actually, how's the rest of the team? You know what? You can keep the platinum band. Then, Paula. Yeah, that's a pretty good defense boost. Well, technically, yes, but they're all equally as strong as each other, so all of them are the strongest. But, see, they're smart enough to understand to not do a Cyrano and all try to brag about being the strongest. Oh wow, we just eliminated 3 ducks in one sweep there. The ducks all seem to have random movement as far as I can tell. Meanwhile, the noosemen will actually try to get us. Oh no. Oh, that's actually annoying. Wow! -7? Fuck you too, Mad Duck. I sound like a mad fuck a little bit, but... I mean, that Mad Duck just stole 7 PP from me. That is more than I have ever seen that ability roll as far as I can remember. That's kind of obnoxious. At least at this point in the game. Meanwhile, yeah, I'm gonna leave the Mad Duck alone for this one. Want to say hey before you head to work? Well, thank you for coming in and saying hello. You have yourself a decent, you have yourself a decent day of work. The number 3 mole. Yep, actually, speaking of which, I love this, the idea of this, the 3rd strongest mole for all of them. I have a t-shirt that, this is an extremely unofficial thing. I think I found it on like a Redbubble or something, that somebody put together, where it just says 3rd strongest and it has a picture of the mole on there. That's pretty great. It's very entertaining. Unfortunately, you know, as far as being official or anything like that, surely not. Then again, saying that there's official merchandise for this game even now is a bit of a stretch. The Fangamer stuff. While the Fangamer stuff is pretty great, if Nintendo decided to be really big bastards about it, they could. Although that would certainly not win them any fans, that's for fucking sure. They seem to be okay with it. Yeah, that does... Yeah. I would imagine so. Otherwise, again, it is Nintendo we're talking about. They would have absolutely dropped the hammer much sooner if they didn't like it. I mean, Nintendo killed AM2R in, what, a day? And, I mean, I get it, but also, like, what, are you afraid that it's going to pull money away from a product? It's not like it would be the sort of thing that, you know, I think at the very least, if you wanted to make certain arguments, it would be subjected to the moron in a hurry concept, because why would you think that something named Another Metroid 2 Remake would be official? But I'm quite sure that that is not where the issue is in that one. But if that was what they were gonna say the issue was, yeah, sure, you know, just say what you actually mean there, and I 100% understand wanting any sort of, you know, it doesn't make me happy, but I understand why. And here we are, the last mole. You fought the strongest master of this hole, the second strongest master of this hole, the fourth strongest master of this hole, and the weakest master of this hole. I'm truly the third strongest master of this hole. Now you get to see the true advantage of being third. I told you, this is so good. It's so dumb, but it's hilarious. Do we have anything to, like, do some extra damage here? We don't even have the HP sucker finished yet. Dang it. I'm a little behind where I usually am in terms of gear for this game. So we're just gonna do this. With some freeze beta out there. Get him out of here. Get him out. Eventually. Hey, we gained a level that wasn't worth a whole lot. And the music changes back to the Dusty Dunes music. And we find ourselves a Psy Caramel, and we are going to exit mouse it up. Wait, we did grab the exit mouse, right? Okay, yeah, Paula had it. It just was not where I was expecting it to be. Whoop! Out we go. And we get our picture taken. This was a little bit on the unavoidable side. Yep, Fuzzy Pickles. Hey, you. Yep. Find the buried gold. Gotcha. Well, good luck with your buried gold. Let's get a quick heal. Jeff doesn't want to fix anything, apparently. What is Jeff's IQ stat looking like right now? Status, Jeff. 29. I feel like we should at least be able to get some of that stuff fixed, but maybe not. Well, let's head back to town, and we'll find out later about that buried gold, I guess. A lot better than finding out about buried gold water later, that's for sure. Nobody should ever have to find out anything about him. Oh. Oh, he's coming to get us. George, Gerardo Montague's brother. Gerardo is in his mind, but he hasn't found any buried treasure yet. However, you found a diamond. Oh man, I need 2 to finish my enchanting table. Sure, let's take a diamond. Is he working at the other mine? So are there 2 going on? Hey, Retro, how is it going? How's your later than... Not as late as it would be, considering the time over here, because we have daylight savings time, and I believe that that is not an issue over there. I believe that that remains now a North American exclusive thing, and I'm sure that everyone in the world is glad for that. Well, everyone outside of North America anyway. I don't know anybody over here who likes daylight savings time. Like, do even the farmers that it's supposed to be to help care about daylight savings time? I'm playing Overwatch with a friend. I was saying that daylight savings time isn't a thing over where you live, right? Because we just had that on Sunday. And I'm sure some people are still reeling from it over a day later. Oh, okay. You got a really loud keyboard then? Good old mechanical keyboards. You don't know if you got rid of it? Well, you didn't have to change your clocks recently, right? That's wrong. Oh, right. I have to actually go into the menu. I forgot again. Take a look at this ticket, buddy. The show will be starting any minute now. Okay, so real quick. That coin of defense could be pretty powerful. Yeah, it's plus 10 for whoever has our least defense right now, which actually is Ness. So, buddy, why don't you equip coin of D? Then again, equipping defensive gear to Ness is just usually a good bet in general. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Alright, yeah, so we've already heard this spiel. I have to remember to pull the diamond out of the inventory. Here. Can't tell what it is from this. Oh, you're being very silly, aren't you? Can we get behind you? Here, surely you can see it over here. Yeah, I can pay with that diamond. Rip. The Runaway 5 are free. We done it again. You should thank me. That diamond is worth maybe $50. Shut up. Bullshit. Oh, there's me accidentally knocking my controller against the, I knocked my controller against the desk there. Sorry. Good old PS4 controllers. And the Runaway 5 are all happy. But they've got a show to play. One last one for the road. Probably be about 200 to 250 now. I admit that I am not like a huge keyboard aficionado, but I don't know, when I see somebody be like, hey, yeah, I spent hundreds of dollars on my keyboard, I kind of like recoil in horror a little bit. My keyboard that I use is a cheap piece of shit, and it feels alright. Although macro key stuff would actually be quite useful for, well, for certain games anyway. That said, one of my friends did give me a pretty nice Razer mouse, a Razer Naga Chrome. I don't know if there's a further product number on here or anything. Yeah, he bought a keyboard and mouse set and said that he didn't use the mouse because he already had a good mouse, and he just sent me the mouse as a birthday gift a while back, and that is pretty good. It has this, I'm talking over the song, but we've heard this one a couple sessions ago. It has a set of 12 number keys on the side that all line up to the 1 to 0 key on the keyboard and the minus and the equal key. That's really good for, well, mostly for Final Fantasy XIV is what I use it for. Razer, the main thing is that Razer can be pretty expensive. And I would not be surprised if their warranty is not the most amazing thing in the world. What do you got going on here? Become a Runaway 5 group. Venus made an appearance at the Runaway 5 show. We did see her there. Missed her because you went to the can. I'll hate bathrooms for the rest of my life. Nice. Yeah, I've just always perceived Razer as being at least a little bit overpriced in general. I remember back in, I want to say I first encountered any Razer-related stuff in the early 2000s. And that was console stuff even, I think. And I remember that being... needless to say, similar priced alternatives to OEM stuff, which, you know, at that point, just buy from the actual manufacturer, right? However, my memory may very well be failing me on that one. Alright, so the food stall here, we can't sell things here. I think we're gonna have to go to an actual store near the top of things here. Has some old mouse pad. I don't remember ever seeing any sort of Razer branded mouse pad. Although, saying that, mouse pads, I haven't thought about mouse pads in literal years. I still have one sitting in my room somewhere, but it is the one that came with the Sega Genesis Mega Mouse, which is an amusing bit of peripheral. Not much to say there. It's alright. But, you know, I'd rather use the controller on the Sega Genesis, basically. There's some stuff that it would work with nicely, but it's a console mouse from the early 90s, so However, in terms of, like, mousepad stuff, it's not like I've just been sitting here with this mouse on the desk, like, just trying to... I did do that for a while, and first of all, my mouse got fucking filthy. And second of all, it just didn't work very well. So I did end up at some point, a couple of years ago, what I ended up doing in terms of a mouse mat is I used, for a good long while, my old Magic the Gathering playmat. My old Magic Elish Norn playmat was my mouse mat while I was not out playing Magic. But earlier on during the pandemic, I ordered a new one, which is a Pokemon playmat featuring Alolan Marowak on it, which is like one of my favorite Pokemon from recent years. Even if I don't know how well that counts because it's an alternate version of an existing Pokemon. But on the other hand, it's just a really cool form in general. So I picked that up almost a year ago, maybe even a year ago, for like maybe $25 shipped. And I've folded up and put the Magic playmat somewhere. I'm probably going to end up giving that to a friend who still plays Magic because I quit a while back for multiple reasons. We'll keep it simple and say that. So, Paula is going to get pulled out of our party for a little bit here. Again, spoiling that a little bit, but we're going to sell all of Paula's extraneous items, basically. Because these are all just healing items. We can get these back. And frankly, there is a puzzle that relies on getting certain healing items, but I don't really feel like... Actually, wait, no, I am going to keep the pizza. The pizza is one that I know that you should really keep. But otherwise, I'm getting rid of the rest of this crap, because give me the... You know, give me a little extra money so I don't have to play around with an ATM. And I guess maybe to reduce how much we deal with the monkey hole. What a terrible sounding phrase that is, monkey hole. It has a real name, but I can't remember what it is offhand. But it's a place that we saw back in the Dusty Dunes desert with the monkey and Talarama hanging out outside. Alright, what's in the tool shop? Got anything for sale? Deluxe fry pan, chef's fry pan. We can come back to that later. Silver bracelet, gold bracelet. Ooh, those are pricey. I don't have enough money for those right now. I'd have to actually go back downstairs. Also, thank you for calling me a loser because I don't have money on hand. People in the big city suck. Alright, let's go to the ATM, withdraw. Okay, we've got 20 grand. I was worried for a second that we would not have enough cash to be able to do this. Well, let's grab 5 grand and let us go back over to that tool shop and get us some gold bracelets for Ness and for Jeff. As you can see, Paula doesn't need one, but also, again, I already mentioned Paula is not going to be in our party for a little bit here, so that is something that we could wait on anyway. I feel like a gold bracelet would not do a lot for your defensive ability, but here we are. Superliminal. I've heard the name of this game before, but that's about it. So I guess if you feel like sending me the shortened version of things as to what to know about it, that would be fine. I might look into it then. And so what's this sports store going? Hey dudes, it's summer! Not here it isn't. Oh, you've got old baseball stuff. Toy shop, you got anything of use? Coins of defense, we could buy one of those for Jeff. The defense ribbon for Paula. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I can just sell things that are equipped to my body right away, right? Yes. So we should be able to buy the coin of D for Jeff. And we'll buy Paula the other ribbon, because honestly, that is extremely cheap. You may as well, right? Defense ribbon, here we go. Alright, that should be good. What do you got, Ninten? Grow up, you want to work for Ape as a programmer. Do I have any connections to those guys? Unfortunately, no. Didn't have to answer. Eh, we're just 12-year-olds. We're not quite 12-year-olds. Abstractist puzzle game with a lot of focus on optical illusions. That does sound pretty neat, so that's something to look at. Well, remember, Retro, I'm kind of into a lot of the puzzle game type of stuff, so, you know, to each their own, right? Although, hearing something like that does remind me that there are a bunch of, like, weirdo 90s adventure games from that era when everybody was sort of ripping off Myst a little bit that I need to look into. Eastern Mind and the other stuff that that guy developed. And there's also, oh no, Paul, I got stolen by some alien. Drowned God is another one I want to look into. I've heard that both of those are pretty strange. And I think Drowned God even has some really questionable things in its past in terms of what the main creator of it, like, embezzled some money or did something weird like that, too. So, yeah. Attention, please. With the customer from Lynette, Mr. Ness, please proceed to the office on the 4th floor. Customer Ness, 4th floor. Gwag! Well, that's a noise you're making. Yeah, most of the enemies that we can face in the darkened department store are not particularly great. I would like to try and pull this one away if I could. Because goodness knows the game is not going to let me get away without a fight, and I didn't get to solo here. So the musica really sucks. This thing can put us to sleep, and will then just start wailing on us with lightning bolts. Yeah, see, there we go. Haunting melody. Can you, like, stop it with that already? Yeehaw! Yeah, pretty much all of the enemies in here kind of suck. The musica has damaging lightning bolts and can put you to sleep. The Mystical Record is the least frustrating of them all, but is still able to hit pretty hard. And see, Jeff is already dead. Like, what am I supposed to do here in terms of that stuff? These enemies are wildly over-spec'd for this part of the game. And now that I'm down a body, I have to try and sneak around a little bit here. Oh, if only I could carry more than one, you know? That would make things a lot easier for us. Unfortunately... Oh, come on! Are you seriously gonna... How many of these things am I fighting? Oh my god, a Musica and 3 records. This game is out for my blood. It's a good thing that I'm not speedrunning, because I think I would just have to smash the console at that point on account of it possibly being cursed. This'll probably be fine. Actually, seeing the damage I'm taking, this can get really ugly. I'll just have to heal afterwards. I'm going to be running very low on PP, but... Oh, and look, they're healing too. That's great. It didn't... Okay, thanks? Let me run. I said let me run. Okay, I got screwed there. That was sheer bad luck. Like, that wasn't going to be a fight where I had an advantage, that was for sure, but wow. I got shafted so badly. Where are we saved? We're at oh no, we're at Threed Hotel even. Wow. We definitely went a little bit far back here. Danger, do not read the schedule from the sidewalk. It's not even a sidewalk, it's just grass. Well, bus time. I guess we're gonna pay $2 for the fare. That's fine. $2 bus fare? I can handle that. On the old Greyhound bus. They tried. Well, I'm not sure that they tried in the department store area, but otherwise, sure. Admittedly, I have to say that, like, as much as I love this game, the department store in Fourside, that little section does suck pretty bad. That is, like, kind of one of the worst parts of the game. Let's go to Fourside. No, I want to keep going. The enemies are wildly over-spec'd for what you have to deal with. And there's a boss at the end who is, again, saying that, like, criticizing a boss fight in this game for being short and kind of a feast or famine affair is a little bit overselling it, because, like, most boss fights in this game tend to be very short and you nuke the boss out or you get demolished first. But that one is especially so, and it's kind of just not great. The area between Saturn Valley and Threed is definitely an area where you can get into a quite ludicrous amount of fights. I would certainly, if anyone wanted to say that it wasn't very good, that's fair enough, because that area is made quite a slog, despite the fact that it's a short little area. One where you get infected by mushrooms. Oh. That's earlier in the game, I think. Or are you talking about the... I don't want to deal with it today, car. I'm trying to think now. Is there a place in that area where you can get mushroomed? There's the area in Winters where the mushroom boss hangs out, and you can get mushroomed after that. Alright, so the Mad Taxi, I'm going to take a couple of turns to try and do this, because we're not going to be able to get away right off the bat. Yeah, see, there we go. And now I gotta remember where the hospital is. I think it's like up and right from the department store. Up and left, pardon me. Or is it up and right? I now do not remember. Great. I'm so glad that I know how to figure out my way around this place, because I'm... Yeah. I don't have the map in my inventory right now. I handed that off to the Escargot Express delivery person, and I would have to go grab... Well, saying that, I do need the pencil eraser. Then I have to figure out where there's a phone in this place, which the department store downstairs should be an option at least. Well, I'm sure we'll... Now, there's the cafe. Up and right, up and right, up and right. Okay, here it is. Did I miss it? Did I miss the hospital earlier because the text is so dark? That's very possible. Alright, Jeff. Pay that to 150. I almost said 250. That would be just highway robbery. I'd have to go grab my phone. Anyway, we found it, and we'll go back to... We're taking the long route here, but we're going to go and get attacked by a car again. Okay. I'm going to the house out in the Dusty Dunes Desert, and I'm going to heal and save there because the heal is free, and the save is also free. Or I guess I can say... Or I found the hotel. What do you charge for a room for two? Only 150? That's fine. Let's just do this. I don't keep my phone close at all times? No, I'm really bad about that. I usually leave it Yeah, I usually leave it on the charger, which is on the other side of the room, but here we are. My room is laid out weird. Alright, so let's save real quick. Deposited a truckload of money, but it's more than I have in the bank, so I already know about some of it. And then I forget where it is. Yeah, of course. I just make things even worse for myself. Up. It's a dinosaur museum. Apartment store. Okay, so we enter and it's dark. It's been a while since I've died in here. And here's one of the other enemies that absolutely sucks to deal with, is the Scalding Coffee Cup. Because it does a lot of damage to the entire party. That big spray of hot coffee is a little gross. Humorously, when we kill them, we get a cup of coffee, though. I was raised by a cup of coffee. That's a reference that is now incredibly old. And hey, look! 2 in a row! In case you didn't have enough the first time. Alright, give me your cup of coffee. I was gonna say nothing at this landing, but not quite. Can we sneak past this one enemy? No. It smelled us and it made a straight line. Ouch. Oh, cut me some slack, you asshole. That's what we like to see. Well, presumably they just run around too fast if Ness tries to reach for them and just guzzle them down. I don't know. Maybe they're too hot until we smash them in the face a few times. And we got 3 enemies waiting for us this time. At least it's not the 5 we had last time. I need to point out that during that fight that we died in, there was even another enemy afterwards, and we would have not had a great time trying to escape that fucker. Okay, you can do the thing. No haunting melody to start, that's good. Reflected lightning bolt, and get our Rock and Beta in here. Oh, that's beautiful. Unfortunately, that heal sucks to see. There we go. I'll take a fairly easy fight, at least. Realize the power of Shield Beta. I forget what type of shield that is. I actually should take a look. You have to remember to check status in order to check out what your psychic abilities are. Alright, so Alpha Beta reduces the damage caused by an enemy's attack by 50%. Using a different shield will cancel these effects. So, cuts damage in half, and some of the block damage is dealt back to the enemies. So, Beta is going to be a single target reflect shield. So, that's nice. Right, well, thankfully that somehow counted as not being back attack, so that's cool. Hey, look at those odds. Butts, get out of here. Really don't like those guitar enemies. They are irritating. Yes, we know. Wag, Gwarg. Yes, yes. Alright, so here we are. We can talk to you across the desk. This department store is gonna be your grave, Gwag. I almost said grave. Wise from your grave. And here we go, the department store spook. That is a name that is maybe slightly questionable to some people, but we're gonna try using the slime generator here and see if we can... Oh, wow, you are... It didn't work. So, this guy has a lot of very strong psi-based nukes here, and that becomes a problem very quickly. Yeah, thankfully we hung on after that 71 damage, but there is no way we're going to be allowed to do that again. I can basically assure you. We just have to hope that we get our damage out faster. Brain shock. I don't think this is even gonna work. Yeah, it didn't work on Ness. Although I do like that it makes the whole interface wobble, so you saw that wrap around at the end there because I was mashing through it fast enough. Target Jeff! Target Jeff! Yes. Okay, good. Hopefully we can get the kill here. Yes. Woo! That was close. That first turn RNG was garbo! Master Gigas will avenge you. Yeah, okay. Paula should be Monotoli. Alright, so we're gonna have to... We're gonna have to go negotiate with Monotoli, I guess. If we can find him. Of course, if we go there, we will find out that Mr. Monotoli is a little bit inaccessible, but we'll get to that when the time comes, I guess. Mr. Monopoly, close enough. The name originally was written with a Y in Japan, but it was changed possibly because of concerns that, and I mean, the name was written out in English, so it's not like it was a weird mistranslation or something. It was actually written out in English on his building. My understanding is that there were concerns that the name would look a little too close to the word Monopoly. And Shigesato Itoi is a big fan of Monopoly, so it kind of stands to reason, I guess, a little bit that he would have a reference there, right? So we're not in the most amazing state if we get Sunstroked here. So I'm actually going to, you know what? Sure, it's a huge waste of a Psy Caramel, but let's use that. So basically, what happened is I think it was changed from an I to a Y just by somebody at Nintendo in order to avoid getting into a row legally with Parker Brothers or whoever. I don't know that Itoi had anything really much to do with the localization, which is kind of sad. I would like to have seen him be a little... Then again, saying that, I also would have liked to have seen EarthBound Beginnings. I would have liked to have seen EarthBound Beginnings localized in English back when it was a Y in Japan originally, and it was changed to an I in America, is what I was saying before. And maybe I choked it a little bit. But, yeah, I do not think Itoi was involved with that name change whatsoever. So it's something that was done by the Marcus Lindblom team, or were advised to do by somebody upstairs at Nintendo in order to... let me word this correctly. Yeah, avoid lawsuits. We'll just put it that way. We'll go with the simple one. In order to avoid lawsuits. Because they were concerned that somebody would sue over it. And since we cleared that area, let's go ahead and let's save up. Anyway, and I've now forgotten what I was going to say. That's good. Yeah, I wish that EarthBound Beginnings had been properly released when it was originally going to come out, because of course that localization originally just says EarthBound, as we all kind of know, and was later called EarthBound Zero by fans after the localization was discovered, because EarthBound already existed in English. I wish that had been... Yes, it was called EarthBound Zero, but the name EarthBound Zero was a fan creation. So, the game that we now know as either EarthBound Beginnings or EarthBound Zero was originally... The finished actual localization was originally going to be EarthBound. Although with a space in it, so it was EarthBound as opposed to EarthBound as a single word in this one with the camel case. It obviously had to be changed because it would be very strange to refer to Mother 1, which was then called EarthBound, but was a very different game from the EarthBound that was released on the Super Nintendo in America as EarthBound. It would be very strange for it to be called that, basically. So, you know what, quite frankly, that's right, I actually kind of screwed up my order of operations here. We actually do this thing first. We were told that Mr. Monotoli may occasionally appear at this cafe when we checked in here earlier. And if we talk to people... Yeah, see? Talk about it again. Yeah, there's a loud noise outside. Must be the 7th inning stretch and the fans are singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game at the stadium. Nobody else has anything new to say, so we just go outside. And... Hey, look at that. Isn't that a familiar face? Glad it wasn't you. Person lying on the ground. You wonder if he's dead? Doesn't look like a nice man. He looks like he has terrible taste in shirts, that's for sure. You don't like seeing a corpse around here. Again, very strange that a corpse can be referred to, but not the act of a living being becoming a corpse. That's very odd how standards go for those kind of things, you know? Alright, so let's feed this dude. Actually, do you want a bomb? Yeah, you can have my bomb. Give some dude a bomb and steal his place. Wheeze, wheeze. Can't see too well. Take your sunglasses off. That's me, yep. Everdread from Berglund Park. The best thief around. Yeah, we know about Car Painter having the Mani Mani statue. Stole it, thought about selling it in the big city. Old city wise man called it Mani Mani. Yeah, we heard that before. Strange colored doll looking thing. Monotoli tricked you and stole it from you. Want you out of the way because you know his secret. He gets his evil power from the Mani Mani. Well, that kind of follows considering what we've heard about the Mani Mani up to this point. Tell me only once. At the cafe, check behind the counter. No, we know it. Before you go, here's your last haiku poem. When on your way out, be sure that you say goodbye, then lock the door tight. This is my final request. Don't follow me. Okay, that was weird. So, did he die or not? Nah, I don't need to take a break. But, let's go back into the cafe and check behind the counter. And see what the deal is. I didn't want to talk to you. Am I gonna have to, like, actually pull the A button open? Yeah, I think I am actually going to have to pull the A button open here to properly check behind the counter. Alright, check. Yeah, there we go. Huh? Whoa. Wow, it's just like the colors and stuff I use. I wonder if it's a reference. No, that's right, you're the host here. Foreside, are you still sleeping? This is Moonside. Sure is, buddy. The Robo Pump. Alright, so these enemies can be pretty annoying because they start counting down. And when they do, they throw a pretty powerful bomb. I think it's actually a super bomb. Or at least it does similar damage. Right. Die, please. There we go. Yeah. They're pretty sturdy enemies, too, as you can see. What do you got to say? Yes, that's wrong. You're the hostess here. Yes is no and no is yes. It makes perfect sense in Moonside. Sure it does, buddy. And everyone is walking weird, and also we've got hella lag. There's a lot of sprites out here. You alright? And we're being chased by a weird painting. Confront the abstract art. And there it goes. Just whack it a couple of times and... yeah. Yeah, so a lot of this dialogue is very, very strange. Do I understand all this? No, you don't. To tell you the truth, neither do I. Well, that's okay. So, getting around town here. Yes, indeed. Hello there, Fire Drake. How is your evening going? Nice. If only we could have had that crit much earlier, I would be a little less nervous about the robo pumps, but we seem to have enough muscle to be able to take them out before they throw a bomb. Alright, I want to talk to these weird looking fellas with the flat top and the gold hair. Hello, and goodbye. Whoop. And they will teleport you between the... Okay, good thing we turned around before that thing just bull rushed us. Wow. That's one fast gas pump. Ness, I would appreciate it if you didn't miss. That's scaring the hell out of me. Ow. Okay, that wasn't so bad. I mean, it's not great, but still, it's less bad than we thought it was gonna be. And pick up this present. Protein drink. Hey, we get some healing. And yes, finding the barriers around are can be a little bit rough. Here's a Dali's clock here, right? Just sheared off a bunch of hair. Now you're working on leveling up by picking myself up and putting myself back down again. Well, all I can say is good luck with all of that. And clock. Yeah, so I don't know how many turns that time freeze lasts if it's like a fixed thing, but we got hit 4 times. That can be pretty intense. At the very least, it doesn't like just skip through the rollers. That would be some real cheap stuff to just be like, hey, yeah, game mechanic. We don't care about that no more. Hey, you. The Money statue is up ahead, but you're gonna stop me right here. Don't even think about getting past me, because you aren't with a guy whose eyebrows are connected, and who also has a gold tooth. That's a very strange set of conditions to get through, but okay, buddy. Counting backwards, okay. Here's the dinosaur museum. Sharp. I just think of that crab ad. I peach. Parking meters. I think we look like parking meters. You are not sober at all. Alright, so let's have a look in the, I'm not grinding during the stream. That is true. We're gonna have a look in this dinosaur museum. This guy, this is like one of my favorite NPCs in the game. Do you know whose bones are on display here? The answer is your bones. My bones. Bones. Bone, bone, bone. What a weirdo. A fantastic bit of dialogue. This whole area is great. I mean, the enemies are harder than they need to be, but still. What do you expect? It's EarthBound. It's not an easy game. The difficulty on this one is really pretty high as far as RPGs I've ever played. You like bones too? No. You like bones? Bone. No difference whatsoever, except for do or don't. Nice. Ah, yes, good old dinosaur museum. Ruh-roh. Give me that teleport. I don't want to fight the clock. What's this item? Night pendant. Ooh. The night pendant is a very nice little bit of equipment here. First of all, pretty big defense boost. We don't get a whole lot of items on the body. But more importantly, we should be able to find some information out here if we check the description. Help. Must be equipped on your body. It absorbs the light of a flash attack. So that doesn't sound very big, but later on in the game, when you fight enemies with high-level flash techniques, that prevents you from dying from instant death from those. Which is pretty great, because anything to remove a layer of RNG is not to be complained about, right? And here's somebody from Dalam, which is a place we haven't been to before. Handbag strap. See a country in summer and a big silver ball. You're burnt, but you're fine. What? I mean, I know what that's referring to, but that's definitely a pretty weird thing to say. Before the soup gets cold. Care for money, money. Before the knife gets rusty? Care for money, money? Oh, I did that the dumb way. I wanted to pick up that item. Really busy doing nothing, so I don't have time to talk with you. If you need something, talk to my partner. He's right over there. See? You mean you can't see him? You can kind of see the guy walking around with the pitch black Sprite. Can you see me? No. You can, hi? You become a real Moonsidian, haven't you? Here's your hat, what's your hurry? Is that what he said? Here's your hat, what's your hurry? Yeah. What a phrase. Alright, so now we go talk to this guy again. Looking for some kind of door? You're not gonna find one. I mean, I feel like that thing in the back looks a little bit like a door, but I guess it's not. Maybe it's more of a fence, really. But still, what a weird layout. Also, this orange that doesn't show up in any other part of the area. Right, there's something interesting about you, so you're going to follow me. Sorry, though. If we get into a fight, you'll stay out of it. Well, I guess that's nice. Can't see me. Oh, look at that phone. It is bouncing off the hook. A gold tooth like yours? Gold tooth, you say? Oh, you're quite satisfied with it. I think your eyebrows rock. They're connected. People usually make fun of people with connected eyebrows, but on the other hand, that's a pretty important thing for us to have done, because that is going to be how we deal with the guy in front of the Money Money statue once we get over there. I would like this item, please. Secret herb. There we go. Yes, I pronounced the H on herb there. A bit like when I pronounce the W in sword. I actually forgot what the word was for a second there. Yes. Okay, send me away. Do I get sent back to the room with the fence? Yes. Alright, so send me back to the hotel. How much LSD did they take when programming this part? No idea. I don't know what the deal is there. I am not very aware of anything regarding, like, Japanese drug culture, if that's even... Well, surely they have to have some sort of drug culture, right? I just don't know much more about it. And here is this sailor dude again. The Money Money statue. Huzzah! You really surprised me. You're the man whose eyebrows are connected and who has a gold tooth. How about we dump these kids and go get some booze? Yeah, well, fair enough, buddy. Go ahead and do you. Oh! We're getting ambushed by some abstract art. I mean, you ever just be minding your own business and a Picasso leaps out of the alleyway and punches you right in the craw? God, imagine if you lived in Chicago and it was that big one that's in Daly Plaza. That big statue, and it just punched the crap out of you out of nowhere. That'd be kind of terrifying, really. Alright, so what are we dealing with here? Don't do anything to me. I am not Monotoli. Disappeared. And hey, look, this statue. We've seen this statue before. The evil Money Money. It's very purple as opposed to the color it was on the overworld. That's quite strange, but the way we deal with this is very simple. We just bombard it with our strongest stuff. Unfortunately, our strongest stuff is not going to necessarily be super powerful because we lack for bombs and bottle rockets and all that stuff, but We can throw down some decent-sized nukes with Rockin' Beta, at least. And it's gonna punch us in the face a few times, and it's probably gonna hurt. It didn't work. Fuck right off. Paralysis. Okay, good. That didn't affect Jeff, but Jeff still has the Great Charm on, so of course it's not going to affect him. It's Ness who might have to worry about it, but for the moment, Ness is spending his Psychic points, so I think he's okay. Mid a glorious light. Yeah, that's one of the things that can happen from those high-level flashes, is that you can get paralyzed, and that was a good example of one of those. If something happens to Ness, we're pretty screwed. So let's spy on the Money while we're here, just because it's either that or do literally nothing. It's dead! Alright, we had just enough Psychic points. Well, we would have had more than just enough if only we hadn't missed one of our things. But here we are. We doggy. We smashed the Money good. And it turns out we're just in the back of the bar. The Money statue is actually a device that creates illusions. The illusion device was destroyed. And we just get that text again. Okay. We were wandering around the warehouse with a vacant, faraway look in your eyes. Were you daydreaming? I guess so. Oh, phone call. Apple Kid. Come up with another wacky invention that you think has real potential. Maybe you won't, but anyway. Gourmet yogurt machine. Makes many different flavors of yogurt. The only problem is right now it can only make trout-flavored yogurt. That's really weird. It's coming neglected class. Hopefully you'll get it soon. Well. And we get a procession of NPCs. First, we had a monkey who gets charred. You're not a delivery man. We've met. Colorama just finished fasting and now wants to meet you at the west end of Dusty Dude's Desert in a cave with lots of monkeys. Alright, so the monkey teleports away. Gets roasted in the process. Unfortunately, we don't get to teleport. But this dude shows up. Oops. Greetings. It's Escargot Express's neglected class. Just got here from the Dusty Dune, and boy are your arms tired, right? This sunbathing guy, he told you about a cave filled with lots of monkeys, or was it orangutans? It's monkeys. He said, you forgot. You forgot the stuff you were supposed to deliver. Oh my god. I'm so glad I don't have to pay you. I think it was some weird machine to make trout-flavored yogurt. Got it in the desert. I'm not going back that way, so don't ask me to get the package. I mean, it's your package, right? So you go get it! That sounds like somebody who's losing their job. Have a good time in the desert. What a tool. We're just talking about trout-flavored yogurt. You're a maid who serves Mr. Monotoli, and you're looking for trout-flavored yogurt to give this special guest. If you know anything about it, please tell me. It's searching and searching. What a wild set of coincidences. Tolerama wants to see us at the monkey hole, where there is now a yogurt machine that only makes trout-flavored yogurt that this person is looking for as a bribe to get us to see Monotoli. It is a little strange. And yeah, definitely, that's not something you'd want to say in real life is, well, it's your package, you go get it. Gonna be honest, if a delivery person from one of those companies did show up in their truck and was like, oh yeah, I left your package in the middle of the desert, why don't you go get it if it's your package? They'd have to scrape that person off the bottom of that truck. Maybe a little over the top, but like, wow, that is a certain level of attitude. And I mean, it's not like, you know, it's just Ness. It's not like somebody who was being a real asshole about anything. Oh, I get it, because Well, I mean, if I was a sentient truck, I wouldn't want to be driven by a delivery person who is that unconcerned with their job. I feel like the phrase, if I was a sentient truck, is one of the many things that you would very rarely hear on someone else's channel. And yet, here you are, listening to me be as far from serious as possible. I guess. Alright, let's save. Although, honestly, I should probably be doing that at the other side of the desert. Ness is a silent protagonist. Wet towels. I think we'll be okay, because we'll just hit the road again. And we should have enough psychic points to be able to purge any sunstroke that comes up. Oh, right, Jeff is still paralyzed. I should do something about that. Will this work? No, it will not. We'll be fine. I'm gonna forget to take him to the hospital after this, though, aren't I? Whoops. There are fights you can get into in the monkey hole, by the way, but they're not that difficult, if I recall correctly. I mean, you don't want to do it because it's still kind of irritating, but still. Alright, so I know we need a picnic lunch for this bit, right? We can buy a picnic lunch. 24 bucks, yep. Jeff, you can carry the picnic lunch. Yeah, there is some stuff I could go after in the desert. I picked up a couple of things earlier. I mean, there may still be some other shit there that I didn't remember to grab. I think what's going to end up happening, though, is that I'm going to end up checking that out next time. Well, yes, I would, but I've already beaten that part, because you have to beat that part in order to get this far in the game. So, we got the mole playing rough here. Can we... We're careful about it. We can sneak past this goofus. There we go. Yeah, so if you make just tiny little steps, sometimes you'll be able to make enemies not start moving too much. Although you can see that it's not a perfect thing from that little bout of motion there. And we managed to get around the mole, which the mole is a simple enemy, but even so, I don't want to bother with that. It's just a mole playing rough. It's not even worth that much experience. What do you got? Do I have a skip sandwich? Yeah, I can give you... How about a skip sandwich deluxe? I actually just realized I can feed Jeff the secret herb. And he will no longer be paralyzed. I'm not sure that that's necessarily useful, just in case. Alright, picnic lunch. Yeah, I can give you a picnic lunch. Jeff has the picnic lunch. Alright, so here we go. Chest. Whoa! There's a pizza inside. So the way this place works is that it's a lot of stuff like this where usually that is going to be useful for deeper in the dungeon. I don't have a wet towel on hand. Moncona, you want a tasty pizza. So, yes, we can give you the pizza right away. Unfortunately, I would appreciate it if you could move a little to the side. Just shove the monkey, at least it looked like that anyway. Whoa! There's another pizza. Alright. I am definitely going to do that regularly. What do you got? Somewhere amongst all these rooms, you should be able to obtain Dragonite. You think Dragonite is really made from dragons? By the way, you'll give me a fresh egg. Well, there's a reason why we get the fresh egg for free, and that is because it's on a timer. On the other hand, this is a nice way to farm cash. We can just sit around for a bit if it... You know, we can sell the chickens, basically. Right, go in here. Chest. Whoa! There's a wet towel. So, what's going on in this room? And then we'll go back for the wet towel if necessary. You like a protein drink? Yes. Here you go. Gulp, gulp, Blackie. Pizza. Spoke to you in the human's language. This area is very silly. They definitely had a bit of a field day with the translation and stuff here, and just the general script writing. Whoa! Hey, there's a protein drink. We didn't need to use the one from our inventory, I guess. Man K Man. Most interesting thing is the king banana. I don't have the king banana. Tightwad. Thanks. Give me a hamburger. Do I have a hamburger? Do I even have a double burger? No, I don't. Okay, shove off then. Well, yeah, fair enough. Open the chest. Whoa! Hey, there's our hamburger. Nice. What do you got? Strange shattering for a monkey. Eat a fresh egg, you could recover some health. I've still got the fresh egg, it hasn't timed out, so there we go. What about you? What do you want? You want to measure something. You don't have a ruler. I don't have a ruler. Nope, no measuring. This measure is canceled. Garbage can? Now let's see here. A neutralizer. That sounds pretty solid. What you got? Items for Jeff. When used during battle, this item resets the abilities of all creatures, friend or enemy, to their normal levels. Any changes that had taken place due to Psi and such is neutralized. It also neutralizes shields. Good, because the other thing did not remove shields. I was incorrect when I said that before. And I know I said it before because I thought that it did remove shields. But as we found out earlier this stream, it does not remove shields. The neutralizer does. There's an item called the Shield Killer, which removes shields. Alright, so you... Crap, I used the human's language again. That is one of multiple instances of NPCs using the word crap in this game, which is... like, actually kind of surprisingly strong for Nintendo in this era. Like, obviously they don't say fuck or anything like that in this game, but still. Yeah, you're Man K Man. You want the burger. Here you go, have a burg. What's in the chest? Open the chest. Whoa! Bag of Dragonite, hell yeah! That is a very powerful one-shot item that we are going to save for much later in the game. It is usable by anybody, unlike the multi-bottle rocket, which is the big one for Jeff. I don't know when we'll be seeing those. I don't think it's until, I don't think it's until the Deep Darkness, which is a ways into the game from here. Alright, so I've got a wet towel, buddy. Have my wet towel. Alright, come on. Move. I was gonna say move further, but I managed to get in there diagonally. Ooh, 2 for 1. Whoa! Hamburger! Nice. Whoa! Ruler! Hey, we can go back and we can hand that over. I don't remember where that is. I think we're gonna have to go back through a decent chunk of the cave to deal with that. And we got 2 over here. Still have hamburgers. How about you? Alright, so I don't know which one is better to give the hamburger to offhand, but, try doing this. Garbage can. Broken tube. Alright, that's the thing we can give to Jeff. And who knows when he's gonna fix it. Alright, so you need the hamburger. Wait a second, I've just realized something. I gotta call in Escargot Express to get my what's it called? Pencil eraser back. Which is a little bit of a dick move in terms of design. Just like, oh hey, at the very end of this, here, check out this pencil eraser thing that you didn't prepare for. I wonder if we can buy a hamburger at the shop, by the way, while we're over there. We should find out. That guy's not going to sell us a hamburger. Do I have chickens in my backpack? I don't have any chickens in my backpack. I mean, I could at this point if I went and farmed the fresh egg a little bit, but I didn't do that. I managed to get that in one, so I was like, hell with it. Do you sell... You do not sell hamburgers. Okay, well, that's fine. Pick up the phone on the desk. Escargot. Delivery. No, it's just because there's a bunch of weird noises going on in the background of the music, so it can sound like that. I just need the pencil eraser. Alright, buddy. It does kind of sound like them a little bit, but it's just because that music is just really freaky and full of weird sound effects. Okay, 18 bucks to get our pencil eraser back. That works. Oh, that'll happen. That's definitely a thing that will happen very regularly, so I understand that. Confused the hell out of me the first time, too, that's for sure. And then I've definitely, in a couple of my earliest playthroughs, I've definitely just let the chickens go without knowing what that would do. Just like, hey, yeah, let me use this chicken. Oh, it's gone! Oh. I could have sold that. We're discovering later that it was of value to sell them. Here you go, have the ruler. Alright, so we need to find the king banana in order to, get through the area. Never heard of the teleport? No, I know what it is. Then you'll give me the king banana? That didn't make any sense, did it? Are you attractive for a monkey? I guess so. It's a thing. There's a couple of sources of... Well... a couple of sources of fresh eggs in general, but in particular, a couple of sources of fresh eggs for very cheap. Yeah, the king banana, that basically is a gold banana, huh? Oh, banana. I wish that the DK64 randomizer was not as janky as it was, otherwise I would play around with it more. Maybe I'll test it out again on stream. I'm still hoping for like a software randomize the ROM thing more than just a script in BizHawk. Because I wonder if that contributes a little bit to the jank. There's a Berg. And a picnic lunch. So technically we didn't even need to buy the picnic lunch, but it made things a little bit easier. Hey monkey. You love Talarama the most, he's a friend of the monkeys. The song you made up for Talarama. Where? Yeah, so here we go. Again, it's a good thing I remembered that this was an issue. Otherwise, I would have gotten all the way over here and been like, what the f... Eternal banana. Eternal darkness, Bananity's Requiem. So I'm going to go and hand over the other burger real quick, just to finish the area out. Great banana as opposed to the great pumpkin. Yeah, that's what we all deal with on that holiday we celebrate on the day of the release of Donkey Kong 64. What do you mean you guys don't celebrate that? You should. It's truly a great day for being very confused as to why video games are like that. This mushroom wants to get out the way. No, but we can back attack the mushroom and get some free experience. And here we go. Here's the other burger. Hamburger. Alright, so I think there's something real good in here. Open the chest. A flame pendant. Oh, yes. That, oddly enough, I believe that increases our ice resistance, right? Equipped on your body. Oh, no, it protects you from fire attacks. Like, I thought that there was, like, a sea pendant and that increases your protection against ice. Or fire, rather. So there we go. We've cleaned out the area. Am I going to do the RNG trick to farm the best equipment? I don't even know what the RNG trick that you're talking about is. I mean, if I did, I would probably consider it just to pick up a set, but I don't know what that is offhand. I could probably look that up. Alright, so I think over here, this was Manfred Man, right? Or do you not want to tell us? No, you're the fresh egg monkey. And you were guarding what I think was probably a bag of Dragonite. That's the one that gave us the King Banana. This is a bit of an issue in terms of design because most of this area looks mostly the same. Like, yeah, there's subtle differences, but it's very easy to get lost in here. There we go. There's Man-K-Man. Yeah, because there's the star pendant you can... I think it's called the star pendant that you can farm from one of the enemies at a 1 in 128 chance. Much like most of the other high-grade equipment is 1 in 128. The Earth pendant that you can buy is pretty close. Alright, what do you got, Tolerama? Truth of space and time moves through the universe like a wave. Truth speaks through space and matter and makes itself known to human beings. Waiting for you and you came. This was destined to happen. In truth, all is predetermined. Ness, Paula, Jeff, and Pooh. When these four powers gather, Twisted Space will bring back peace to the world. Do you understand? Not at all. Doesn't matter, proceed as you wish. Open the treasure box and take what is inside with you. Did I come in search of this? Someone left it behind in this hole. Hey, there we go, the yogurt dispenser. The Sword of Kings is the only one that has to be farmed. The other three are hanging out in various locations in the game. If I recall correctly, the Diadem of Kings is in Pink Cloud. The Bracer of Kings is in either Lumen Hall or Fire Spring. And the Cloak of Kings is in the Lost Underworld map. I don't remember what the best equipment is for Paula. Yes, I'd like to learn teleport. Let's take the chests. Whoa! Brain food lunch. Yeah, that's a good healing item. Whoa, couple life noodles. Awesome. Hey, monkey. Teach me teleportation. Let's go outside. Can you, like, teleport me outside? That's okay. I'll be able to decode that eventually. I can probably pull up the... I can just pull up an equipment chart later on, but that's going to be a little bit before we get there. Like, I still have a... I've still got to go through the Return to Winters, Summers, the rest of Fourside. Booga booga. I've still got to get up to Deep Darkness before any of that is even farmable. I think the first one of those that is actually obtainable is, in fact, the Sword of Kings. So let's deal with this mole. This mole that has a butt crack in its overworld sprite. Alright, monkey. Show me your thing. And learn this, you can go anywhere you've been previously. You can go there instantly. Skill can't be used in a room or underground, though. Uncontrollable Sphere, yeah. Uncontrollable Sphere is in Lumina Hall. Needs a certain IQ score to fix it. Okay. Yeah. Starman Super from Stonehenge Base. Also build up enough speed with turning if you have the room. Well, there we go. I goofed up a teleport by touching the D-pad. So, do I have to go back and talk to you again in order to try again by believing in the monkey teacher? Alright, yeah, I gotta rewatch this. I actually have never done this. I was trying to be slick and be like, hey, yeah, watch me do the thing. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna end up doing. The Gutsy Bat is an alternate best weapon for Ness. The Ultimate Bat, or whatever it is he usually gets, actually has higher attack power. But the Gutsy Bat provides you a bunch of guts, so you have a better critical hit chance. So, that, I know, is something that's a 1 in 128 from an enemy in the final area of the game. And there we go. We learned our teleportation ability. Yeah, from Bionic Kraken. Not from the regular Krakens. It's not something you can just roll on in Magikint. That was a typo in a guide. Alright, so I'm going to try and... Oh, I guess I'm not going to, because that's going to happen a little too fast. I was going to try starting that up and spinning my control pad a little bit to see if I could do a teleport in a fairly tight area. But I see that I have no need to do so. Hey, you. Asking around for trap-flavored yogurt. I have a yogurt dispenser. Yoink. Well, that's perfectly fine. You're telling me twice. Alright, well, I think we've done quite a bit today. So I'm going to go in here. I'm even going to use the payphone to save. And that is going to wrap it up for tonight's stream. Click beep beep beep, indeed.